Hey, everybody. It is Friday night. I hope you're all having a good time. And listen, we about to have an express. I ain't playing with y'all an express train ride because I got stuff to do. Okay, it's Friday, people. It's Friday. Okay, so we're going to have an express train ride, and it's going to be a good express train ride because we got Kevin Costner's wife, Christine. She got a big mouth. She got a big mouth. Now, y'all know over here, I'm all for that. I'm usually team the female. I'm usually team the female in the situation. But if you signed the prenup, suck it up, buttercup. You signed it. And now she running her mouth, telling all the good business, all the money this man has, so the world will know they're going to start to come after him. Christine, shut up and go away because you signed the prenup. Now you want to contest it? And listen, the reason why I am here for the judge, the lawyers, and all of them to make her abide by this prenup because it ain't right. And when my future husband signed his, I'm going to need the judge in the court to hold it up. In case he gets stupid. They ain't leaving here with my money. No, we ain't doing that. We're going to talk about Kevin Costner's messy wife. Okay? Then Tyga. Tyga, one of Blac Chyna's, Angela White's baby daddies. After the kid is 11, now she want to talk about some child support. Now, once again, y'all know I'm all for the females, but Angela, it's 11 years later. Now, I know you done turned your life over to God, and you took out all, the fillers or whatever else you had going on. But 11 years later, now you want to talk about child support? All right, we're going to talk about that. And then, I'm glad Sebastian is on the platform. Because he was defending the guy, whoever he is, that kissed the soccer player on the lips. Well, guess what? Now the whole team said, we're not playing until he's fired out of here. That's what they said, not Diva. That's what they said, okay? Now Sebastian want to backtrack and put the train in reverse. He talking about I wasn't defending his actions. You said it was a whole cultural thing. Well, the culture is pissed off. But we'll talk about it, Sebastian. We'll talk about it, okay? So now, everybody, we're going to go ahead and do this Friday, trending topics. And don't be long-winded tonight because it's an express train. And listen, do not hop the train. Y'all be hopping the train. I go back to check the tickets and y'all just hopping the train. But anyway, guys, let's get into it. Come on, Sasuke, right? Choo-choo, people. Choo-choo. All aboard, everybody. We're about to board this train for trending topics Friday night. It's an express train, people. We're going to get it in, okay? Joy, whoa, okay, whoa. She said it's never too late to get child support for anyone under 18, if not in college. All right, okay, Joy, we're going to talk about it. I see you feel some kind of way already. Ooh, the train is shaking and we ain't even board the platform. Ooh, AC, oh my God. Thank you for that. Diva, did you get a hair look? Oh, thank you for that. My hair, I did get a little haircut. It's not as short as you think because it's kind of twisted up. Because I've been using this sponge and my stylist was like, what are you doing? It messed your hair up. That's a whole nother story. We'll talk about that maybe Monday or something like that. Okay. All right. 12 star. Thank you. All right. Let's board this train. Get these people in the building so we can talk about it. Okay. And make sure y'all hit that like button. All right. Oh, shoot now. Let's go ahead and bring Sebastian in the building.
Hey everyone, how are you guys?
Hey, Wayne. Hey, Leo. Hey, Felicia, Adele, Denzel, Dustin. Hey, everybody.
Hey.
Hey. Okay, listen, guys. There's a free spot on the train, on the platform. We got one open spot. If you want it, you better hurry up, hit that button, and get in the building, okay? All right. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. I got to tell the stylist she done did the darn thing for Diva today. All right, now. All right. Listen, people, it's Friday. We're going to get into it. And you know who I got to start with? I got to start with Kevin Costner's wife. Messy boobs. Uh-oh, Robin done came back in the building. Okay, the building is full. Okay, so she's messy because she out in these streets telling all his business, how much money he got, how much money he made. She gonna have the people come trying to rob him. You signed a prenup, girl. Shut your mouth. Take what you get and go sit down somewhere. So hold on, let me share the screen. Let me see where we at here. Kevin Costner. She got a big mouth. Okay, so Kevin Costner's estranged wife says Yellowstone hunk got paid a cool $21 million for 2 seasons. Well, life is good in his world. $21 million for 2 seasons is good to be Kevin Costner. Where he at, in LA? You think he like the sisters because he's single now? Or about to be single. I may have to
Are you willing to take a man his age, Diva? He's 68.
I'm 53. We good? Yeah. Listen. And I signed a prenup too. Come on now. So Kevin Costner is so rich that he allegedly doesn't even know how much money he earns or spends. Now that's rich.
That's rich.
Come on now, Wayne. That is rich. You don't know.
No, that is rich.
That's my kind of rich.
Come on, that's filthy rich, okay? Radio Online has exclusively learned that 60-year-old movie star earned an eye-popping $21 million for just 2 seasons of the hit series Yellowstone, according to court documents filed by his estranged wife, who is seeking a chunk of the $400 million fortune in a vicious, she ain't playing no games, divorce battle. But you know what though? She better sit down. According to Kevin's disposition testimony, he has very little knowledge about his own personal and business finances. Christine noted in the documents that she seeks to contest an ironclad prenup that forces him to pay $30,000 a month in child support. Okay, she's actually getting more than that, so she needs to stop. Okay, but that's what the prenup tells that she would get, but she's getting 100 and something thousand right now. Armed with reams of pre-trial discovery financial statements, Christine hopes to show Santa Barbara's Superior Court judge that the Dances with Wolves stars is really dancing with wads of cash. Well, boo-boo, it's his money, not yours. Kevin was paid approximately $11,000. Is that $11,000 for a season? $1,000. No, is that $11 million? $11 million for a season. $1 million per episode. Goody my. Is Yellowstone? Can I go get on Yellowstone?
That's still a lot after taxes. After taxes, that's still a lot.
That's still a lot. And 10, what is that? Is that 10 million per season? 1.25 million per episode. She noted in a pre-trial brief. Why are you telling all this man business? Okay. After his disposition, Kevin refused to answer questions about whether he was offered the opportunity to star in season 6. Or if he simply chose to quit. He chose to quit probably because he was like, this girl ain't gonna get on my money. Kevin is entitled to a percentage of profit participation from Yellowstone, which is source of current and ongoing compensation, irrespective of his participation in season 6 or beyond. What's more, Costner is expected to pocket a wallet-busting $24 million for his much-anticipated passion project, the 4-part post-Civil War film epic Horizon, an American Saga. Yo, this man is raking in the dough. Somebody find his phone number for me, okay? Listen, he could be my bodyguard or something. Come on now. Kevin,
well, he likes the melanin, Diva, because he's been with Whitney, I hear, in the chat.
Well, that's alleged, but I did hear that too, and that's why I'm asking somebody to find Kevin Costner's phone number for me. Kevin spent a considerable amount of time in 2022 and 2023 filming Horizon and Horizon 2, which left little time to continue work on Yellowstone, she stated in the court brief. Okay, why is this chick telling all the business? Kevin's total compensation for acting, producing, and directing in Horizon is approximately $12 million. And for Horizon is approximately $12 million, most of which he voluntarily deferred. Kevin estimates that this money will waterfall back to him starting in late next year. So you know what? He just said, I don't even need you don't got to give it to me right now. I don't even need it right now. Kevin also has proper participation in Horizon 1 and 2, which is yet another source of income. Okay. A RadarOnline.com reported the bare knuckle brawl erupted in May when Christine blindsided the Phil and Dreams actor with divorce papers after 18 years of marriage. Costner thought he was protecting his money with an ironclad premarital agreement, but Christine hopes to score a nice payday, arguing that California law requires him to provide his 3 children, ages 16, 14, and 13, with a relatively comparable lifestyle when they live with their mother. Yeah, but you ain't going to get on my money, girl. The evidence will show that Kevin has so much money and such a large estate that he doesn't know how much his real estate portfolio is worth, what his business entities do, and who he has on payroll, or how much he had paid his attorneys and experts in the 4 months this case has been pending. Okay, so Christine is running her mouth. She's trying to be real greedy in this situation. And I wouldn't be mad at her if she didn't sign a prenup. If she didn't sign a prenup, I'd be like, you know what? Let her get what's due to her. But because she signed this prenup, I'm like, girl, sit down and stop telling my business. Sebastian, what are your thoughts?
Okay, I'm gonna be very brief because I know this is an express train. I've never had sympathy for any gold digger. Everyone knows this. I don't have sympathy for no gold digger. No.
Right.
She needs to get what needs to maintain the children's life. That the same lifestyle that they had at home with their dad, so they can still have the same lifestyle in the co-parenting. This is excessive. I see that she's requesting $175,000 a month. It's very excessive. Second, this is wrong that she's airing out his salary like this. The streets of California are not safe.
They're not safe.
They're not safe for high wealthy people. Did we not remember? I forgot her name, but the Avance family.
Yeah, the black man and his wife. They killed his wife, and then not too long after, unfortunately, he passed away.
Exactly. The streets of California are not safe. And for this woman to be airing out his finances like this, you're putting his life and the life of your children at danger. The fortune of your household that you're trying to get at danger too. So what are you trying to do here? She needs to sign an NDA if he's going to give her any alimony, in my opinion.
She's messing up. Her greed is clouding her mind. You're right. The streets of California ain't safe. And what's the president, or what? She was a public. She was a official, a politician. And remember, they went and beat up her husband, and she had to be
Nancy Pelosi, and that was in a high class neighborhood.
Yeah. It don't matter where you live, you're not safe. And Christina is going to have people flooding his property and trying to rob him blind because she talking about he don't even know what he spends for what.
Of course you won't. There's a certain time when you reach a certain amount of wealth where you don't need to check your bank accounts anymore. You just swipe. You just do all those things. You don't need to check your bank accounts at all. And he's probably at that because he's worked hard for it too. Yeah. It's not like he got it like that. He worked hard for it. This woman needs to face some consequences for this. This is outrageous.
It's bananas. Wayne, what are your thoughts? Christina is being messy.
Well, first of all, I don't think he got to worry about nobody robbing him. He's an A-lister. He been had money. He ain't just get money. He been had money. So I don't think he got that problem to worry about. You know, I'm sure he probably got enough security. You know, it just ain't new that Kevin Costner got money. Also,
but this type of money?
Yeah, that kind of money. Yeah. Okay. I mean, Kevin Costner. I mean, you know, everybody knows this man got money. Also, his ex-wife, whatever she get, I wouldn't give her no more, no less. When it comes time for them kids to have cars, get it out the money I pay you. When it comes time to go to college, get it out the money I pay you.
Oh, ooh.
Nothing extra. Nothing extra. You know, she signed the prenup,
right?
And being greedy. And I hope she get this less. I have a friend that was. I'll make this real quick. I have a friend that his baby's mama wanted more money. He had 2 kids, and the youngest one was 10. So she wanted more money, so she went to court. Well, when she went to court, the judge ordered a DNA test. He said, and it was in South Carolina. I guess they always do DNA tests. Found out the kid wasn't his.
Good God.
Oh shoot.
After 10 years. But now you're attached to the kid. So he still took care of the boy. But she didn't get nothing extra. I don't even think he had to pay any more money.
God
so
bless
she went
her,
there and she got nothing.
Yeah. God bless
And I
him
think
for still taking care of the
that's where it should be. And for child support, it's never too late. It's never too, and sometimes, you know, you could be looking for a person to get child support, but if they're not holding down a job or they're moving around and trying to track their social security number. My grandson is 18 years old and he's never got a child support check. His support came from me.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, and my daughter tried to get it. She had his name in the system, stuff like that, but he moved around too much, you know, and he just disowns him. So
yeah, that's terrible.
But he's good. He got raised by a village. He's doing great.
See, that's all that matters at the end of the day. Leo, what are your thoughts about Christine?
Woo, that girl is a savage. That girl is a savage. She's a savage. And what I would suggest with Kevin Costner, because Wayne, my boo, I might have to put him down as I might be his wife next week, but just for say, he is right when it comes to Kevin Costner have money. Like, he's a director. He makes movies. He's been making movies for years. He made The Bodyguard himself. He handpicked Whitney Houston. He told her how to come out. Well, I will always love you. Like, he told her how to do it acoustically. He is the man. So that's no doubt that he has the type of coins. So he needs to pay her off. Stop going through this back and forth drama. She won't this a month. She won't that a month. They need to hunker down and get an amount to give this woman to get her off his back. And I know he is mad. I know he is upset. He trying to make sure she get down to the whole prenuptial agreement. And he probably can get there, right? He can go, because you see Dr. Dre and his wife, she came for him. And she was with him longer than she was with, than Kevin Costner's wife was with Kevin Costner. And she still came out with penance. Like, she got good coin, but the type of things that she really wanted to get, she did not get any of it. Yeah. None of it. And he could go all the way down to bare bones and knuckle fight her because of the principality of the thing. But I don't suggest it. I think that he should settle down, give her some money to go away, set up an agreement and a trust for the kids, and give her 20 million. He got it. Give it to her. Just give it to her.
She want more though. I feel like she want half of that $400 million fortune.
She might want that, but whether or not, people need to break down that if he really go to war with her, she not gonna get that.
No, she's not
getting that. She's not getting that. And the lawyers is gonna make just as much as she thinks she gonna get out of it. Yeah. Stop paying lawyers and get what you can. 20 million is a good stash, and especially if your kids gonna get taken care of at the end of the day.
Not kids. It's only one kid. We got to be mindful of that.
No, it's three, because they 16. No, it's more than one.
It's more than one.
Yeah,
they only list one as her child.
No, it's three. No, it's three kids. There's 16, 14, and something else. It's three kids.
Yeah, it's three kids.
But
the reason why she's begging for this much is because they're about to age out of the child support thing. That's
I realize that they are, but 20 million is a good get over for 18 years. It is. Or but either 18 million.
You know what his real fight is? His real fight is, you know, they said the hell have no fury like a woman's scorn. Well, you add a man to that too. Because his first wife, she got the house, she got all this stuff. And that's why Christine had to sign that ironclad prenup, because you know what? He said never again. He said never again. Nobody was going to get him for his cash like that ever again. And yes, I do believe that Kevin Costner has been the man all this time. But sometimes people don't know the exact numbers of all your business. She telling too much. He don't even know how he spend, how much he's spending, and what he do and don't do. Girl, Now
Give
you
him-
can even have the
just-
local lawyers and other people coming in just robbing him blind.
Well, wait. Well, just give her some money to get her to shut up. She want money.
Yeah,
she
want
want money.
She
So
want money.
give her some money. If 20 million too low, give her 30 million. Whatever it is, because he gonna recoup that. Look, he made 24 off the daggone season. So he gonna get it back. Give her the coin.
Get it back. When you can defer, right? When you can defer getting 20 million for your new show, you be like, oh, just give it to me later. That man got money. Dustin, money. Dustin,
if you want a house, give her the house.
Right.
Give her the deed. Go ahead on and get her 30 million on top of that, and get rid of this woman.
Tell her to shut up.
Not worth it.
And say, shut your mouth. Dustin, what are your thoughts?
My thoughts are this: whoever, if they need to figure out their legal issues, and they're going to figure out it in the court, and we're going to see what's going to happen. And I hope she gets her money.
Oh, you want Christine to get her money? All right now. Okay.
Yes, I do.
Ooh, Dustin is Team Christine. I hear that, Dustin. Thank you so much. Adele, what are your thoughts?
I've been very clear on this topic. I'm very much on Christine's side, and the reason being is the force and the way he has approached this woman that's been with him for 20 years. He's acting like she's just another woman sitting on the street corner that has his 3 kids. They've been together looking at each other's faces, kissing each other, loving on each other. Mm-hmm. And he's willing to, you have 30 days to get out. After he's been running around all Hollywood doing whatever he wants, she finally made a decision that he wasn't involved in, and his pride is bruised. And so he wants to get over on her even more than he already did. Not because someone did you wrong, doesn't mean that you have to treat the next person in your life like garbage. And marriage is a sacred institution. It's not an agreement for like, it's just like, then get someone who wants to just be with you for an agreement. Don't get someone who wants to love on you and be with you and fall in love with you and all of those things. I don't have a problem with a contract, but most contracts are very specific. It's a contract. Like when you talk about marriage, yes, there's a contract in that also, but this is one that's more for outside of the loving feeling. It's part of the society we live in. That you put that in place so that if anything happens, you can end up inherit what your husband left you or whatever. Yes, there's part now where you can have a prenuptial agreement because that's where we've reached. But I just feel like if you're gonna have all of these negative, like deceitful ways of doing things, it just doesn't come off right. And the bigger thing of this is, I think we need to be very clear. A pre-trial disclosure is very much a part of the trial. She's not going to the newspaper. She's not broadcasting this. She's not announcing it. It's a part of the divorce procedure. So there's a disclosure that both sides have to disclose their finance, and that's how the judge gets to look at all the evidence and decide. And that's also public, so then people can go now and report on it. Who needs to shut up is the people who are going to report on it, which is why we know now. So she's only doing, and it's her lawyer getting the disclosure from him through his lawyer. It's not even a direct. So it's very much, my uncle's divorcing right now, unfortunately. But what happens is it's very, in your everything to do with finances that you have down to the penny has to be shown. It doesn't matter who you are.
I don't disagree with you on that, Adele. Not for 1 minute.
She's not going to tell people his business. She's not responsible for that. This is a process by which this is done. And it's unfair a little bit to say like she's going out there and putting him at danger, putting her kids at danger when it's just a process. I get what you're saying. That's our opinion, but I'm going to say this. I get everything you're saying, right? Mm-hmm. But if you go to marry somebody and they hand you a prenup and you don't want to sign it, don't sign it. I'm gonna be
Don't
honest with
sign
you.
my prenup.
I'm gonna
Don't
be
sign
honest
my
with you.
prenup. Hold on one second, Adele. Hold on one second, Adele. Don't
answering
sign
what
my
you're asking.
prenup, and later on, you all in my face. You signed my prenup. You was good with it, but now when the end comes, now you talking about no. When the end comes, you never are divorcing the same person you married, and that's why you got the prenup, so that these things won't happen. And that's why I'm telling her, shut up. You
She's a
signed the
smarter
prenup.
woman than
You
she was when she married him because she was young. He was old enough to know better. He
I
took
was
advantage of a
old enough to
young
know better to protect
the
my
best,
money.
best years of her life with his 3 kids that she took care of, and then he wants to throw her out after 30 days out of it and say, "This is all you get.
Candy
Here's it."
had
Well, she
Todd
was a
sign the
housewife. She
same
should have built
agreement.
her own brand.
Candy had
Bye.
Todd sign the same
Not-
agreement.
It came across as being very vindictive and very
So then
like
Candy Burris
you
is vindictive.
don't throw someone out. You don't throw someone out that you've been with 20 years. Like for me, I wouldn't even do that to like a person that I
Okay,
didn't know
but
very
Adele,
well.
because this is a stretch train, I gotta move. Same thing to Todd Tucker. She made him on TV. Come on, Flip. The voice is never nice. She made him on TV, signed a prenup, and in that prenup it says once it's over, you got
We're
30
talking about what
days
he
to
did.
get
We're
out.
talking about what
Felicia,
he did
you're out.
after.
I'm
We're not talking about the prenup. We're talking about what he did after they're divorcing.
because
That's
the
what we're
prenup
talking about.
said get out.
No, but that's not what.
I don't. I'm confused.
I hope that doesn't happen to anybody on this panel that agrees with it. I really do.
Listen, what I do agree with is this, and I'm always usually for the female, but you ignorance and you being young, if you too young to know what you signed and you too young to get married, don't get married. And you should have known, go get you a lawyer before you sign the prenup. But don't sit there and sign the prenup. And then when it's all broken up and it's all said and done, you're like, oops, I'm sorry. I didn't know what I was signing. I was young. I gave my life to him. I did this. I did that. I deserve part of the money. You signed the prenup. The prenup said once it's over, and you the one that filed for divorce. Kevin didn't file, she did. So you know you signed that prenup that said 30 days, you got to go. Shut your mouth and get the pack, and the U-Haul's there. I'm sorry, Felicia, you're up.
Hey, so that's what I wanted. Hey, everybody. That's what I wanted clarity on, that she was the one that wanted the divorce, correct?
Yeah.
She called him up when he was at work or something and say, this piece is over. I'm done with you. Don't come back. Something to that effect.
Yeah.
And so I would gather I hope she did, Adele, call her lawyer before she said everything she said to know what was going to come thereafter. So I also recall when we were on here that he left where he was at work to come back and reconcile, and she wasn't interested in any reconciliation.
Talk about it.
So therefore, I don't know these people. Okay. Right. So I'm just saying, so she fully activated that prenup. And it was going to stand and it was going to hold. So her battle is probably with child support. And so I'm going to lean to that end and say, girl, get all the money you can.
Amen.
Like me, got less than, I don't know if you all on the panel remember Sally Struthers. She used to come there and talk about, for a cup of coffee a day, you could feed these children over here in Africa.
Remember, Felicia.
Yeah, and she was saying all those sorry pictures. Well, when I went into court for child support, the judge didn't even give me a cup of coffee a day. Okay. He said my son would be able to survive on I think it was 83 cents a day. So for all the women who can get out there and fight for every penny they can get for child support for their children, I stand with them.
Amen. 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 But I also, and because here's the thing, the laws, when we want to change the laws, it could flip on us one day. And you better believe I'm going to have me a prenup, and I do not want the judge to not abide by my prenup. If we agree that this thing is over, because people are sneaky and tricky, like I feel like what's the name, Britney Spears' husband, he was in it for the money all along. And I think it's dead wrong. And I think that judge should stand by Britney Spears' prenup. Now he talks about he want to contest the prenup. He's living in a $10,000 apartment. After a freaking year of marriage, kick rock.
Diva, remember when I said there's a double standard? Now everyone is all supporting Kevin Costner's wife Christine, but they don't want to support Britney Spears' husband. There's a double standard.
You come on, speak about it.
That's
Speak
because
about it,
Britney
Sebastian.
Spears is not well.
Speak about it, Sebastian, because it is a double standard. And I told you out of my own mouth, I promise you, every time I usually am on the white side. What's his name? Beats. What's his name? The one that made the beats.
Dr. Dre.
Dr. Dre.
Dr. Dre.
I was on the wife side because she said, and they had a prenup too. But what she said, and I did believe her, that at some point during that marriage, he told her he ripped up that prenup. I believe that was true. I believe he did that, and that's why I was fighting with her. But my thing is, don't sign a document and then later on you want to be like, oh, damsel in distress, I didn't know. No, you knew when you signed it. 30 days, baby doll. You said it's over. Get out my house. Nikki, you're up.
I would like to first say to Sebastian, Britney it's not an equal thing because Britney is not well. So everybody is going to be on Britney's side. If you're not well and you can't make good decisions for yourself and you need someone else to do that for you, you can't compare the two. They're not comparable.
That's not what the court said, though.
All I'm saying to you as a human being,
we on an express train, so go ahead, Nikki, give your side of this.
I also want to be very clear about this idea that, women are gold diggers or whatever the case may be. I just want to be very, very clear. Men only want the one thing that they want. So I don't see a problem with them getting exactly what they want, and then women can't get exactly what they want. So it's just fair. So that's just how I feel about that. Like, you knew what she wanted from the get-go, and if you was cool with marrying her, that's on you. Now I have two issues. Like, my thing is I'm both sided. I feel like on one hand, I'm the type of person that has never been a woman that's like, oh my God, I want to marry a man so he can provide for me. I'm going to provide for myself, period, point blank. I just feel that way no matter what. If I love you or don't love you, if you decide to leave, if I decide to leave, I'm always going to be good. On one hand, I think it's a little bit different, and I don't have kids, but I do think it's a little bit different and probably a lot more hurtful when you have children with someone and they can be so dismissive. And I'm saying whether it's a man or a woman, it doesn't matter to me, but they can be so dismissive with how they treat you just because it's 20 years later. There's two people in a marriage, and all I'm saying is sometimes people change, people grow. You hate her now, she hates you now, whatever the case may be. But I just feel like you still have to consider this is your children's parent. So it's kind of like at some point these children are going to see your actions, and it's just not cool to me. But on the other hand, if he don't want to pay her, because here's the thing, I ain't paying nobody $20 million. I don't care who you are, where you came from, if I don't owe you $20 million. And I think that's an unrealistic expectation for this woman to expect this man to just willy-nilly give her $20 million. I think that he should put money in a trust, if he hasn't already, for his children, buy her a house somewhere, and then let her do her thing. I don't think it's a fair situation regarding the money. Just because he has it, he should somehow give it to her. That's not a cool situation, because nobody would feel that way with the Candy and Todd situation. Nobody would be like, Candy, well, because you got $30 million, you should just give it to Todd because he don't want to be with you no more. It's not fair. But I don't feel bad for these people. These are rich people problems, in my opinion. So I yield my time.
I appreciate you. Thank you. E, you're up.
Well, it's so nice to hear, so many people come, to my side of the bandwagon. Listen here, I want to piggyback off of a few people. Miss Felicia said something about 88 cents a day, and, to fight for, how much your child needs each day. My child needs $1.9 million a day. It's 365 days in a year. Oh, yes. And so if you tally all of that up, $1.9 million a day, by the time we get to 365, we'll be almost at $400 million. So basically, pay up. $20 million is not enough. You're not putting the money in a trust, because I'm not waiting on it, and you're not buying me a house either. You're going to pay me $200 million outright. You don't need to buy me a house. I don't need your name on it. You're not picking nothing out, and you're not putting it in a trust, and you're not putting no conditions on it. Forget about it. The other person I wanted to piggyback on was Adele. Adele was speaking too real and too right, because here's the thing. You don't tell me. I told y'all this when the story first happened. If you tell me I got 29 days to get out, I bet you on the 28th, there won't be no house left because I'm going to burn it down. It's not going to be a house. And so if you're telling me that this woman is leaking all the secrets and she's putting him in danger, good, because safety costs. Okay. So you pay me the 200 or 400 million, whatever it is, because you clearly he's working. Okay, he's not at a deficit. You know, he could make the money back, like Mark Daly told Kenya. Okay, take it all. I can make the money. I can build it all over again. So, Kevin, if you really a boss, you the king of the jungle, you the king of Hollywood. Listen, go build it all over again. Show me what I'm missing. So, no, I think that she needs to make sure that all of the windows are unlocked on the first level. Make sure that she leaks the garage code. She needs to make spare keys and leave them all over the city. Oh, yes, because here's the thing. If you don't care about me and my children's safety, I don't care about your safety. You fighting me tooth and nail, please. What do I care if somebody come in and rob you blind? You trying to steal it from me and my kids. So, nope. All I'm going to say is, like Miss Felicia just reminded us, ladies, get out your calculators. How much does it cost for your child each day? I say 1.9 million a day. By the time we get to the end of the year, that's everything in his account. Take them to the cleaners.
Nano, I'm with you. You don't want the unalive to get in. He said, no God. No God.
Let the unalivers get in.
In the name of good boy, no God. Denzel, what are your thoughts on Christine?
Okay, so I want to ask you a question, Diva. So she wanted the divorce, right? And she signed a prenup, correct?
Did amen. Yes, she did. Yes, she
Well,
did.
you know what? Well, you know what? She needs to shut up. She needs to shut her mouth. Okay, you know, and not only that, why she telling that man's business?
Mm-hmm.
Like, girl, she tried it, you know, so she just need to. You there?
Yeah, I'm there.
It shifted.
That's okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but what I was saying was, she needs to leave him alone and just go on with her life. You know, she signed a prenup. She didn't want to be in a marriage with him no more. So why is she complaining? So this is all I'm going to say, Diva. She just needs to shut her mouth and leave him alone. That's it.
That's it. And buy the prenup. Whatever the prenup gives you, get the step in. Find your next man. If my man is out there working like Kevin Costner, and I got access to the funds and I could do whatever I want, honey, I'll see you when you get back from working.
She probably had a good credit card too that he gave her, most likely.
Get out of here. I'll see you when you get back from working. I'll see you and I'll just be texting you. Can I go buy the Range Rover? He gonna be like, sure. All right. Can I go buy my Louis bag? Sure. Okay. Honey, I'm gonna come fly out and see you for a couple days. That's how you do that, girl.
And get your personal trainer that you cutesy with.
She's in it for the relationship. You guys want it for the money, and that's the difference.
No, she's not in it for the relationship. She would have reconciled.
Don't shake the train.
Don't shake the train. No. Hold on now. No. If my man is out there working and he got money, I'm not going to tell my man to stop working if I love the life of luxury. She's here begging for the funds. If she wasn't in it for the money, she would take what she was getting and go live her life. Yeah, she was in it for the money. Her problem was she wants the money and she wants a man in her face. It don't work like that. It don't work. Hold on, Adele. She wanted to see him more. Girl, what do you want? Either I'm working and making this money so we can go on these lavish vacations and do this and you can live that life, or I'm going to be home. You can't have both. Even the average person, your man is out there working because he got to pay the mortgage. Because he's going to send your kids to school because you're going to eat dinner at night. You can't be like, honey, I want to see you. Well, girl, I'm working. What do you want? So no, what you do is you get in the kitchen with the housekeeper and the cooks, and you pack them up a lunch, and you go bring it to the set. Matter of fact, y'all got the type of money where you could bring food to everybody on the set. Then you act like you baked the cake and all of this stuff, and then you bring it off to the set. You kiss your husband, and then you go to Pilates.
Adele, let's just burn the house down. That's okay.
We gotta move on because this is express train. Wait, hold on. Hit the gavel, hit the gavel. We're moving on to the next
order.
The next story is Tyga and Blac Chyna.
Wow.
Yeah, Angela White. Now listen, I'm for Angela White in her new, found,
transformation.
Religion. Thank you. Come on, Sebastian. Help me with the words on a Friday night. Transformation. I'm happy for her. I am. But what you can't do is, while you was lost, I'm gonna use those words, when you was lost in the world and your two baby daddies was watching the kids Tuesday through Sunday or whatever the days was, and now you found Jesus and got baptized and took all the fillers and stuff out of you. Now you want to go to the courts for child support and some more custody and some more days. We can't we can't be doing that. That ain't right. That ain't right. Hold on now. And I like her. This ain't got nothing to do with me liking her, not like her. But I stand on the side of right. And this right here don't seem right. So Tyga tells Blac Chyna to stick to her 3-day schedule after she files custody for case for child support. He's trying to tell her, you've been doing 3 days all this time. Continue with your 3 days and knock it off. So Tyga is slamming ex-Blac Chyna for attempting to establish paternity and collect child support for their son, King Cairo. 10 years later, he said, nah. And y'all would be on any female side if a man came along and tried to do this. He said, nah. He said, stick to your schedule, Saturday through Monday. You had King Cairo Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Don't come here now in the 11th year talking about, oh, I want to shake things up. No. He wrote in the comment section of a post shared by the Shade Room Friday. The Rack City rapper's remarks came shortly after news surfaced that Chyna, real name Angela White, filed a custody case in an attempt to put Tyga on child support for their 10-year-old son. According to legal documents obtained by Page 6, the former reality star asked the court in July 24th filing for joint legal and physical custody of their son to be split between his parents. Chyna 35 also included unknown details about King's current living situation and what she thinks should be done for the best interest of the child. Regarding the child support, the document states the court may make orders for support of the children and issue an earnings assignment without further notice to either party. The monetary details surrounding how much child support Chyna has requested has not been disclosed to the public. Last year, Tyga, whose real name is Michael Ray Stevenson, laughed off his ex complaints that she receives no support from him or Rob Kardashian, the father of her daughter. Okay. He said, I pay $40,000 a year for my son's school, and he lives with me Monday through Saturday. Why would I pay child support, LOL? The rapper 32 previously wrote in the Shade Room's comment section in March 2022. Kardashian 36 echoed Tyga's sentiments at the time, writing, I pay $37,000 a year for my daughter's school. Handle every single medical expense. I pay for all her extracurricular activities. I have my daughter Tuesday through Saturday. Why would I pay child support, LOL? The taste couldn't help but notice, so Tyga couldn't help but notice the slight difference between their tuition. So the kids must go to the same school. Later tagging the Off the George founder to ask, how you pay $3,000 less? Let me know the plug. Okay. While Chyna has remained mum about the recent filing, her mother Tokyo Toni defended her daughter's decision to get financial support from Tyga. At Tyga, you should be paying child support, she wrote in the comment section of the post from a blog, The Neighborhood Talk. What kind of man are you? The kind of man that pays $40,000 a year for his child's school for the last 10 years? She never asked you for a dime for her son. You should be ashamed of yourself. Why are you putting pressure where it doesn't have to be? And second comment, the 51-year-old alleged Tyga does not have full custody of my grandson. He's never paid child support in 11 years. It's about time. This boy is growing. Chyna and Tyga met in 2011 when they starred, when she starred in the music video for his hit Rack City. They welcomed King in October 2012 and got engaged shortly after. However, the pair called it quits in August 2014. In 2016, the Mama Two then began seeing Kardashian, the brother of Kylie Jenner, from whom the West Coast Weekend was dating at the same time. So, you know, blah, blah, blah. You know that whole story. Let's go around real quick. Sebastian, your thoughts.
You see, I was with Blac Chyna when she was going through her transformation and everything, and you know, from Chyna to Angela, from Blac Chyna to Angela. So I find it disgusting that she wants child support. And I know some people are gonna say, well, she has the child too. Well, he has the child more. Also, it's not like if she wants to go see her child, Tyga won't let her come see the child during those days. It's not like that's not going to happen. He most likely probably will. Tyga and Rob are victims of Blac Chyna's demonic past. Yes, I said it.
Woo.
They are victims. And I really am glad that she became the person that she is now, you know, dissolving the fillers, talking about plastic surgery and saying how everything is. But this attempt shows me that her evil tendencies still kind of exist within her. And she still has more work to do to eliminate them. I understand she wants to see more of her kids. I really do. And I can't believe Emmanuel is right. I'm sounding like Tokyo Tony when I'm saying all these things. I understand that. But you can want to see more of your kids, but you don't have to get child support because clearly he's the one who's really paying for the school. Even when he's at your house on that Monday, he's paying for that school day. So she needs to calm down, focus on what she's focusing on. You have a doctorate in theology. Go read up the Bible again, because clearly you're not done reading yet. I'm disappointed in this.
That's a good word, disappointed.
She went 10 steps forward after this transformation. Now she's practically 5 steps backward.
How about 20?
Well, I didn't want to go that harsh, but that's okay if you want to say that. Yeah. This is just chaotic. I'm disappointed in you, Chyna. I really am, because you are now having the bloodthirsty money tendencies of your mama. That's what I'm starting to see here.
Wayne, what are your thoughts? You're on mute.
I'm with Sebastian on this one. She's not as bright as I thought she was. I don't know how child support is for the child when they're not getting support, you know, to make sure they get support from somebody, you know, the father. Okay. But when you have like it sounds like they have a joint custody. Okay. And she's making him seem like, oh, he hasn't paid nothing in 11 years. There's nowhere in the world you could tell me that somebody gonna pay $40K a year for education, and it stops there. They don't pay for nothing else, only when they see the child. I don't believe that. That child was well taken care of. If he wasn't, it would have, you know, by now. And if he doesn't, you know, if she doesn't get awarded child support, or if he goes to court, and if he's able to take care of this child by himself, because she may try to go for full custody, okay, I don't think he has no problem if they go back to the internet on YouTube and pull some of these videos and take it to court to show the judge why you don't feel she's a fit parent, or whatever you want to use them for. You know, so I don't think she wants to take it there. You know, she just want money. It don't sound like her career is going that far now. And, you know, it's a prime time to try to get some extra money.
Yeah. Go, Leo, your thoughts?
I'm also twerking on the fence on this one as well. I feel like she jumped the gun to ask for child support. What she should have asked for was equal time with her child.
Yes.
Because courts historically allow leniency for evolved mothers. Mothers have been going through it and have been addicted and doing all the most, selling their bodies all the most, and still can get custody of their children if they had transformed, evolved, and are ready to be proper parents. So I feel like she's ready to be a proper parent. At the same time, she wants money to be able to do that. Yeah. And so I can't say she's not after the money. She is absolutely after the money. I can't take that away from her. But at the same time, I'm gonna give her grace. They're gonna drag me in the comments, but I'm gonna give her grace for wanting to be a 50-50 parent for her child. Right. Now that she is in a place to do that. So what the people need to do, in my opinion, through the lawyers, through social work, negotiate what that will look like for her to get her child, because she is the one needs to decide if she wants to be a 50-50 parent, and she may have to do that without the financial support. She jumped the gun. She jumped the gun. I know the money is what she wants, because now she ain't freaking on the OnlyFans. Now she has to do some legitimate things to be able to get work. And she had some things going on acting, but now it is a writer's strike and an actor strike, and now that's not in play anymore.
You better talk about it, Leo.
Well, this is why you don't live above your means.
And but I still do believe that she really does want to do 50-50 with her children, and I think she should be able be allowed to do that. But it's mixed all up. It's mixed all up with the child support. Now she done did that. That was the wrong move. It was the wrong road. It's the wrong road. She should not have done that.
Right. You know what, Leo? I'm agreeing with you 100%. And listen, I do believe, right, she should have the right. But the thing is, and this goes for either side, whether it's the male or female, if you know that a large portion of your life that this person had to pick up everything for your child because of whatever it is you was going through, you got to show some type of respect for that, right? And so when you come back in the picture because you got your life together, a lot of people, once they get themselves together, they don't have any respect for the people that was holding it together while they were falling apart. So you gotta come back in and show that person some respect and say, you know what? Right. Thank you for all that you did when I was over here doing XYZ. Thank you, because 40K ain't no joke for some tuition. I'm surprised it wasn't more, because my son's school was half of that. So I'm just surprised it wasn't more, but neither here nor there. But you know, it's no easy feat, right? You paying that bill, you were there, you had the kid most of the week. I had the kid 3 days.
That's right.
In the midst of me doing whatever I was doing. So I want to honor you and say I respect you for that. And like you said, Leo, out the gate, don't try to hit that person up with the child support thing. Say, I want this time. I want 50% of the time, but I'm still going to need a lot of your help. You mind still paying the full tuition bill, but allowing me, come on, because he's 11. Allow me to get in on these last 7 years before he comes 18. Allow me in the door. And even if sometimes I don't know his life, right? I don't know if he, got a boo or whatever the case may be. But even if sometimes I could come stay on your couch because I don't know where she lives and he lives in proximity to the school that the child goes to. But you got to humble yourself.
And lead with that humble.
Lead with it.
Humble.
Lead with it.
That's
You've been
right.
feeding my kid all this time, about 5 days or 4 days or whatever out the 7-day week. You paying that major school bill. And with that come the books, the this, the that, and the other, the sneakers, the shoes. If I forget about all that, that kid eating at your house every night. Come on now. The doctors, the this, the that. Dustin, what are your thoughts? Are you there, Boo?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
My thoughts are this, Diva. He's been her kid has been living with him for probably most of his life. Mm-hmm. So why should you change it now? If I know she wants time with you, but why should she want to change it now? Yeah, because if it was me in this situation, I wouldn't want to change it.
Right. Thank you, Dustin. I appreciate you.
You're welcome, Dina.
Yeah. Adele, what are your thoughts?
First, let me say I'm really proud of Angela for where she's come, because where she was horrible. It's not easy to coming off drugs. It's not easy doing what she's doing and changing her life around. Mm-hmm. That said, even with all their differences that the two fathers and her had, they were there to have her back when it comes to taking care of the kids. And yeah, she should really see, and maybe she's not at that part of her journey yet for her, because she will reach there where she realized these people really had my back, and I wouldn't have been able to do what I've done if they weren't there, or my kids would have been affected so much greater because they weren't there. That being said, she should be careful that they don't come after her for child support, because she's a weekend mom. She's a part-time mom, really and truly. And I think maybe she needs to take the time that she has right now to continue to improve herself until, she can get to the next step in her evolution, because she has been doing a great job. I just think she's maybe having someone in the background influencing her because if it was her way of doing things, I know she asked before, because I remember those rebuttal, or maybe I think you brought them up in something before, because I remember those things. It's like, why bring something up when you know the situation and it makes you look so bad? Like, what are they paying you for? They're paying for them to stay at their house? It just doesn't make sense. So, I just wish her well, and hopefully in her evolution, she'll become to acknowledge and appreciate what they've done for her. And they can, which is part of, parenting together. So I hope she understands that.
Absolutely. I'm coming to you, Felicia, and I just want to slide this in. Although I don't think that Khloe Kardashian had to mention it, I knew there was some truth in the situation, that for the most part, her daughter is with Rob Kardashian and is highly influenced, because Rob and Khloe are so close, highly influenced by Khloe Kardashian. So regardless of how we feel about the Kardashians or Tyga, they stepped up. They stepped up, and we got to acknowledge their step up, because these kids could have fell to the wayside, but she's fortunate that she had two baby daddies that stepped in and stepped up. Felicia, your thoughts?
Well, you trying to get, okay, right. Listen, are these the children's fathers? They're their fathers, yes? Mm-hmm. Well, that's their job, to raise their children. So I'm not giving out no prizes because you're being a good father. Now, I don't understand Angela wanting to take on the responsibility of now having her children more often without having a transition period. So I'm going to assume she's had a transition period. So she has to figure out how she's going to earn more money and how she's going to be able to have a balanced household with her 2 children. I do happen to agree with Adele that she's going to have to, do some number crunching, give some serious thought as how she's going to make this thing happen. But I'm not going to give out prizes to fathers who are supposed to be fathers. And I know that's not where we were going with this, but I'm getting angry about it. Millions of mothers every day hold it up. Nobody's giving them a prize. Okay. And tuition is tuition. Yeah. So the judge said, well, 88 cents a day. That didn't mean my kid got an 88 cents a day education. Children are well educated. And we found a way when the father didn't come through. So you let these daddies, these fathers figure out how to let mom in, give her some money so she can maybe create a home for them when they're with her that's comparable. But I'm not going to give dad any points for being a good father. I'm just not.
I want to give Rob points because he's going through what he's going through.
I don't care what Rob is going through.
Oh.
Did he have protected sex? Or did he cover up his whatever when he was with
They were
Amber?
engaged.
No. Okay. So no.
All right.
I'm with you, Felicia.
Ooh, okay, I'm a slide to Nikki, and this is a heated conversation. I'm sitting up, right? But I want to say this because so many people do bring up the point that you're making, Felicia, and so for me, it's never to negate what moms do. Growing up, there was I can't think of the exact saying that used to be said. It is mommy's baby, daddy's maybe.
That's the saying. That's it.
Yeah, but I want to say this. I'm not saying it because to discount what moms do all the time on a regular basis. I'm saying it because unfortunately there are a lot of fathers who don't step up, and the child falls by the wayside. So if they don't have a mother that is able at the moment, a lot of times those children fall through the cracks. So not because they of course they should do it just like moms, but even when you go to court, right, and you get child support, they can't force that father, which is very unfortunate, to be in that child's life. But you as a mother, if you left your child somewhere, you would get locked up. But that's another story for another day where we can have a whole big conversation about it. So the only reason why I always commend fathers when they really stay in, and I even commend dads who it's not their child and they will stand in the gap like it is their child. It just softens my heart because unfortunately there are a lot of ones out there that don't do it. I know some dads that won't even acknowledge their own flesh and blood. To me, it's foreign. It seems so crazy, but I know so many that, don't do it. Ray, I'm going to call you, Auntie, because I got to speak on this. If you could call me, boo. Friday night is his hangout night. Thank you so much for the super chat, Roy. I'm going to move on because I'm trying not to have too long of a train ride because I got stuff to do. But Nikki, you're up.
Ooh, child.
And I'm listening. I'm just grabbing something. So don't think
Okay.
you're turning my camera off on you. I'm listening. Go ahead.
Okay. I agree with Miss Felicia. And I think to your point, many fathers, unfortunately, don't do what they're supposed to do, which is why if you're walking in the park and you see a dad with his little girl, people are like, oh my God. People would not be that way if it was the norm. I'm not sure what's happening.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. That's my phone because that's Roy.
Gotcha. It wouldn't. People wouldn't think that way if men universally did what they were supposed to do. That's just my opinion. But I will say regarding this situation, I'm of two minds. I don't think I could ever ask, beg, or demand a man to provide for his kids or spend time with his kids. I just know my Leo ego wouldn't allow that because I'm just not that girl. I'm not begging anybody for anything. Period, point blank. Just not going to happen. However, the petty side of my ego says I'm also not going to allow anyone, especially my children's father, to freely live some financial bliss and not provide for your child. I just refuse. So I feel like I would be in the middle because a big part of me is like, F you. Like, you ain't ever got to worry about me and mine. We going to be good. Period, point blank. But then the other part, I just hate that if you have that attitude that I would probably have, then this man over here gets a pass. And the thing is, the world doesn't care. The world gives men passes all the damn time. And for me, I don't think I could just give him the pass. So I probably would be doing what Kevin Costner's wife is doing, which is, you're going to pay me publicly with your whole, I'm about to blast you. Like, I'm going to scorch the earth. Just saying. But anyway.
Thank you, Nikki. Before I come to you, E, hold on, because Royer is insistent, honey. I hope y'all can hear, because he told me put it on speaker and he going to talk. Go ahead and talk, and then y'all let me know if y'all can hear. Go ahead and talk, Royer.
Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can hear
you. Yes, we can hear you.
Don't start no mess.
Listen, I'm going to start no mess. I'm just going to tell the truth. This is what we call substantial changes in finances. Mama can no longer do OnlyFans. The movie scene is shut down, and she ain't getting no job. So that means she can file to have child support provided for her when she has the child, because she is lacking, because she no longer brings in the income that she usually brings. Secondly, I agree with Felicia. We're not applauding fathers for doing what they supposed to do. What about the mothers who have to do it on a regular basis? Fathers nor mothers, in my opinion, need to be applauded for bringing a child into the world. You brought this child into the world. Your responsibility to make sure that the child's needs is met, no matter what. Whether the father is there, whether the mother is there, it don't matter. It's your responsibility as a parent to make sure that the child's needs are met. Now, it would be one thing if he took on this child. If this was not his, then we can give an applaud and a round of applause and say yes, yes, yes. But no, this is your child. Take care of your child. Shut up. Pay the child support, because it ain't like you got the money. You got the money, sir. So I don't understand what the issue is. You paid $30,000 for school. Whoop the damn do. Congratulations. Go on and add a little bit more to it and give Angela her money. Period.
Thank you for the calling, sir.
Oh, okay. All right.
Bye. Bye. E, that was a special calling from Royer's World. Because I'm doing this special, I ain't even gonna say nothing. E, you're up, boo.
Well, I'm thankful that Royer opened the door, because Royer is correct. We're not finna give Rob and Tyga any type of thank yous. And I'm tired of hearing, oh, I paid for the education. Who gives a, I mean, who cares? Who cares that you paid $37,000 a year? Are you kidding me? That's the best you can do? Just because a man is paying for education, that doesn't make him a great father. I'm tired of hearing that. That is so stupid. That is so stupid. And we keep hearing that Tyga does not have full custody. We keep hearing that about Rob as well. And so if we know that the family is overall helping these men on the day-to-day, and I don't even believe Tyga has full custody. I believe his parents are sending that boy to school. If we know that Tyga is paying for the education and Rob is paying for the education, that doesn't say anything about them being there emotionally. That doesn't say anything about them being there physically. That all that says is that you paid the education bill. And that doesn't mean that Angela has not contributed anything. I've never heard Rob or Tyga say that Chyna never contributes financially to any one of her children. I've never heard either one of them say that. And I don't believe that she has not. Thirdly, if we're going to keep talking about it, making it all about, oh, well, they paid $37,000 and $40,000 a year. We just heard him talk about how can he get a discount. He's trying to get a plug because I think Rob was paying $3,000 less, right? We're talking about somebody who is a Kardashian. Billions of dollars are in that family, and you're going to reduce your child to $40,000? That's how much you think they're worth? No, knock it off. Knock it off. And we're not going to say, because I heard someone say earlier, well, it's about being humble. And if you're going to be humble, you need to approach this from a humble standpoint. Excuse me, Rob, Chris, Kim, And Chloe tried to destroy Angela. Did we forget about that lawsuit that just took place last year with the Kardashians and Angela? They tried to destroy this woman. So we're not going to say, oh, well, she needs to come at it from a humble standpoint. She doesn't owe these people zero, zilch. Okay? These people are evil. And just because a man pays his tuition, it's so easy that you all forget about this and say, oh, he's such an amazing dad. No, he's a creep. He released revenge P on this woman. Okay, the family has tried to destroy this woman. She was in litigation. She should have won that lawsuit and she lost. So if we're going to talk about being humble, we have to deal with the family that has humble origins, okay? Because there's nothing humble about the Kardashians. And the same thing with Tyga, because fortunately, Angela gave him a son and not a daughter. But if Rob knew better, he would keep Tyga away from Dream, because by the time Dream turned 14, I bet you Rob would try to, I mean, not Rob, I bet you, what's his name? Tyga would try to take her out to Red Lobster and to the movies, because we already know he liked young girls. Wasn't Tyga just trying to get with Kylie when she was 15 years old? Like, come on, these men are predators. And y'all are sitting here talking about, oh, they're great fathers. No, the hell they're not. It's dumb. It's dumb. These men pay their education bill, but we don't know what these men are putting into their children. We just talked about that teacher the other day drinking on the first day of school. For all I know, Tyga's at home drinking and smoking every night. He don't know what that baby is doing. And Rob is cussing and doing everything else. Thank God that Chloe is a positive influence from what we know, if that is truly the case. But no, these men get no credit, and I don't give a damn if they pay $100,000 a year for her education. These are not good people. These are not good families. And if Angela is saying that she wants to do better by her children because now she has time, now she has the time and she wants to prioritize her children, because children need their mothers. Make no mistake about that. These kids need their mom. That boy needs his mom, and that daughter needs her mom. Okay? So if she is trying to be in their life and she needs the resources, we're not going to down a woman for needing the resources, especially for men who are able-bodied and have ample resources to provide. No, we're not going to look down on her for that. No, she should get the extra days. She should spend the time with her. Excuse me. She should get the extra days. She should get the extra days. Excuse me. She should get, excuse me. She should get the extra days. She should spend the extra time with her children, and they should pay the additional support. Case closed.
Who's looking down on her though? That's what I want to know.
Hold on, because I gotta let Denzel speak. Let me. I'll just say this. I guess I thought these was gonna be easy express train topics, but obviously they're not. But anywho, I want to say this. I think children need both their parents. But I will also say this, and this ain't Diva making this up. Studies show that most kids' personalities are set in stone at least by 5 years old. So I get what you're saying. They needed the mother, but he needed the mother. They needed their mother from the beginning. But I'm not going to really go too much deeper in that. But if you Google it, I'm telling you that study shows by 5 years old is really almost who they're going
exactly. That's how you're able to diagnose certain personality things.
I'm not talking about personality. I'm talking about receiving your mother's love in person and being around your mother. It's never too late for that.
Oh, it is never too late, but I'm not going to go deeper into the studies. It's never too late to receive love, and it can never be too much love. So I don't disagree that she should be in a life. But listen, regardless of who these people are, if they were my next door neighbors, if it was, how about forget about next door neighbors? If it was me, and my child's father, while I was doing whatever, stepped in the gap. Yeah, he should, but I'm telling you, a lot of people don't. If he stepped in the gap and was doing all of that, I'm not going to game busters come in and say, I'm better now. Give me my rights. I'm going to have a conversation. Now, if the conversation doesn't go well and you're feeling like you felt some kind of way, like I can't come and step in, then I'm going to have to take it to the next level. But my first leading thing would not be money. It wouldn't be, but that's just me. And so my thing is, what I've learned in my life is that, you know, what's that saying? You can get more bees with honey. You gotta figure out the easy path when you're dealing with other people and you got children involved. If it's just you and the consequences are just gonna fall back on you or whatever, it is what it is. But I will always, this is just me personally, I will always take the hit in the name of my child. I will always take the hit. Even if I feel like something not right, I'm gonna take the hit in the name of my child. Because you know what? We got 18 years. It is easier to raise an emotionally stable child than to try to fix a broken adult. Those are just diva thoughts. Denzel, you're up.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with what you said, Diva. You know, I like Angela, aka Blac Chyna. I like her, but I'm being real here. I like Blac Chyna, but why did she wait for child support? You know, why did she wait? But don't the only thing I'm gonna say, the one more thing I'm about to say is that I really hope they can co-parent for their children. You know, I really hope they can co-parent for their children, because that's the important thing. You know, so you know like I said, I hope they can co-parent, and you know, I hope they can co-parent for their children, and that's it, Diva.
I appreciate you, right? Yeah,
No
men are
problem.
definitely, Ebony, men are definitely important too. Everybody's important, and there are a ton of really good men out there that are stand-up men, and you know, they handle their business and their responsibility.
Yeah, but we're talking about fathers here.
I mean,
and we're talking about fathers doing their job. And I don't want to hear about what you paying for tuition, and I don't want to hear about you got 3 days, you got 4. I don't want to hear about it. Parenting.
Well, we can say the same thing about Chyna. I don't want to hear about her transformation that she wants to be near her child.
I'm not talking about her transformation. I don't want to hear about these fathers getting accolades and prizes because they're doing the job.
And I hear you, and I don't want to, because it's a conversation that's is a lot on both sides, and so I don't want to discount anybody's feelings either side. So I'll come to the middle ground on this and say that
Diva, as a parent and a good parent and a sacrificing parent and a parent that raised their children to be loved and protected, and they were the priority. I did a lot of heavy lifting, and I wasn't looking for prizes and medals and ribbons and we got to give so-and-so. I'm saying, give this woman some money, help her to transition, so when her children are with her, she can give them the quality of life that they have been grown accustomed to. And I don't want to hear about poor Rob. I don't know about these Kardashians. I don't really know them. But what I do know about them, they come across a little bit like gangsters, and they got a lot of money. So $37,000, like E said, ain't nothing. Okay? So we don't need to hear about, and we know based on what they say, Rob ain't got no money. So his mama paying it.
All right.
This is a trigger conversation. This is a trigger conversation.
It is, but let me hold on, Adele. Again, I'm gonna call this the middle road right now, and I'm gonna move forward. And I understand both sides, right? And I'm just gonna move forward. And as I move forward, I want to say this: God bless the moms. God bless the dads. God bless the grown-ups that actually take care of their children and don't let their own personal agenda and feelings get in the way. And I'll end that conversation with that. All right, because I'm here, team kids, all the way long, all day long. Now we're going to move into this last story, and we're going to move into it really quickly because it's a tag on from yesterday. But I had to, because I like to mess with Sebastian every now and then. So when I saw this, I said, whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So let me share this screen really quickly. Okay, because there was some confusion yesterday. Like the girl was okay with it. She wasn't okay with the kiss. And this is from today, right? Today's the 25th at 12:15 p.m. This is a today situation. Spain's WWC team refusing to play again until Lewis resigns. Okay. They want him gone. They said, get out of here. So Spain's Women's World Cup team is now refusing to suit up again until Lewis resigns over the kiss he planted on Jennifer, following the squad's big victory last Sunday. The entire championship team issued the ultimatum on Friday morning, saying in addition to him, they want other team officials ousted as well. So I'm taking it as these ladies have been subjected to a lot of sexual stuff, I might say. I'll say it that way. Keep it easy. The squad added that the kiss after Spain's World Cup win was unacceptable while condemning behaviors that have violated the dignity of women. The statement came just a couple hours after Lewis empathetically told reporters that he had no plans to resign over the scandal. During the impassioned speech about staying in his place, he also insisted the kiss was consensual. So now you're saying it was consensual? He's all over the darn place. However, he said that in the team statement Friday that she at no time consented to the full lip kiss. Several soccer stars have thrown their support behind Jennifer and the Spanish players amid all the drama, including USA striker Alex Morgan, who says she was disgusted by his actions. Winning a World Cup should be one of the best moments in these players' lives, Morgan tweeted, but instead it's overshadowed by assault, misogyny, and failures by the Spanish Federation. I stand by Jennifer and the Spanish players, okay? So this is getting uglier by the minute. It's not cool, okay? Let me just read this. Espar, thank you for the super chat. The fathers did not even speak on it until Blac Chyna tries to get more money from them. Espar, thank you for the super chat. I agree with you, but Espar, I can't circle back. I'm supposed to be on the express train, and y'all got the express train running late. But I love y'all because I have a good time with y'all. I do love y'all, but I can't circle back. Now I know, I guess express train, I literally got to have one topic. All right, I got to get my life together over here. I got to get my whole life together. But Sebastian, 60 seconds. I mean it. Or I'm going to put a timer and shut people down. 60 seconds. What are your thoughts?
Now there's more things coming out, and looking like it, there's probably been more instances, not with just him, but with other members of the Spanish Federation team. Yes. So therefore, he is wrong. I never said he was right. I never said he was right. I just said that I don't think he did it intentionally. But he is wrong. And so
why are you saying it was consensual?
Well, okay. Now it's getting out of hand now. That's why, therefore, him and any other person who has participated in innuendos, touching, and etc. should resign or be forced out. I believe that 100%. And, maybe they could redeem themselves in the future because, people do redeem themselves years later.
Sebastian.
That's
it. I appreciate you. Wayne, your thoughts?
Like I said yesterday, I told you, I said that wasn't his first rodeo.
You did.
That's it. You can move on.
I appreciate you, Wayne. You did. Leo, your thoughts?
And I also said yesterday, it's about the power dynamic. So how she reacted in the moment was because he was the boss. And that's the reason she reacted the way she did in that moment. And now they done all gathered together and done said, like Wayne said, They've been subjected to it. They is tired of it, and all this stuff about, it's the culture and everybody was excited and all of that. And now he gonna say it was consensual. That's a full bold-faced lie. That is a lie. That is a lie. You cannot consent to kissing your boss when he plant it on you. You can't.
That part. He a whole hot mess. He a whole hot mess.
I think he should resign. I think all the people in the panel should resign. All the people on the board should resign. They all
how
need
about
to
fire them? How about fire them? How about fire them?
Fire them. And fire them. Now this is their opportunity to get to take out bad rubbish.
I agree. Dustin, what are your thoughts? Are you there, Dustin?
Hey, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
I knew from what I said last night this was going to come out, and I knew it was going to come out like this. That's what I said last night, and that's what I was going to say tonight, Devin. But you're going to have a good night, and I'll hopefully see you on Monday.
Thank you, Bull. I appreciate you. Adele, your thoughts?
Whether he meant it, didn't meant it, what he did was wrong, and there's a consequence for it. That's it.
Thank you, Adele. Felicia?
I remind everyone there are predators everywhere. Never forget that. I don't care what space you're in, what place you're in, who you're with. If you know everybody, you think you know everybody, somebody, family, there are predators everywhere. And I congratulate these women for saying, we're not playing anymore, because I know soccer is huge in Spain. It's a huge economic resource for them. Even when you go to visit, they take you down to the soccer stadium. They show you where all their...
If you have a good night, I got to go. I got to do something. So have a good night.
You too.
Good night, Dustin. They show you where all the great players are. They give you a whole tour. It's a big deal. So congratulations to those women coming together and saying, he don't go, we don't play.
Woo! Okay, thank you for that information. Okay, so it's that big of a deal over there. Okay. Nikki, your thoughts?
I would like to recant my statement from yesterday about this man. Whatever, Diva.
That's what I did too, so it's okay.
But remember, I did say I only had limited information. So now that I have more information, I am a woman. What did Wendy say? And I have the right to change my mind. I don't even like that like that. No, but this behavior is terrible. Like I said, I've been working in this field for many, many years. So it's not shocking. And it's certainly not shocking that now he's like, oh, well, now he's trying to shift the blame, in my opinion. It's like, oh, we need to take a look at her. And that enrages me when you've done something to a woman and then it's like, or a victim, and then it's like, oh, well, let's try to blame them. I don't like that at all. So that's shady business stuff. So I think the biggest problem for me though is I have a high degree of confidence that he's probably going to get let go with millions of dollars attached to it. Like, I just hate that part of it. It's like, yeah, we'll kick you out, but we're going to give you an $8 million bonus. That's what's irritating. But I regress.
Well, they're trying to let him resign gracefully.
He can't get kicked out. He's the president.
Yeah.
You can start a business, and then like Diva said, those people can kick you out. You could start a business and be a CEO of a company, and then 20 years later, the board of directors have decided that you are unstable.
That's when it's a public business, when there's a board.
Listen to me though, Sebastian. I'm saying there are ways for that board of directors or whatever you want to call them to make sure you're unfit if they really want to. That's all I'm saying. It might be difficult, but if they want to get rid of you, they can. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. And they don't want to get rid of this man. But if they do, I can guarantee it's going to be a payout attached to it.
Yeah. Your thoughts?
So, Miss Felicia, I'm connecting with you. Because on yesterday, all of the conservative men on the panel wanted to make excuses. Oh, no, it's the culture. Oh, they had just got finished drinking, and it was a celebration. It's the culture there. Everybody grabs everybody and kisses everybody. It's no big deal. And then they got to talking so much. Oh, well, y'all don't understand in America. It's different over there. They done bamboozled Nikki into thinking, oh, well, it's just like that over there. And this, that, and that. So, Miss Felicia, I'm connecting with you because
Ooh, I'm
it,
sipping my
it was
whiskey.
almost like Sebastian, and I won't say the other person's name because they're not up here right now. I don't want to throw any shots, but it's Sebastian. You're my baby brother. You know I love you to pieces. But y'all was trying to stage a coup.
Uh-oh.
Did we lose you, E? Can
Oh,
y'all hear me?
no.
Yeah,
I
where'd
can
she
hear you.
go?
Honey, somebody tried to stop her.
Uh-oh.
Denzel, what are your thoughts?
Burnt up the bandwidth.
Denzel?
Oh yeah, I'm here. I was just waiting. No, because she was speaking, so I was just being patient.
Uh-huh.
This is gonna be very quick. This is gonna be very quickly. He's a sicko.
Mm-hmm.
He's a predator. He's a predator, and he's a sicko. He deserves to get fired, and he needs to go to jail. And I'm sorry that happened to her. And she deserves to get paid. That's it.
Thank you.
Hold on, Deepa, because Emmanuel was calling me on the other line because he was trying to chin check me really quick. If I can have 10 more seconds, we have to have a heart for the women, and we got to start protecting them. Don't let these conservative ideologies come up here and tell y'all, oh, it's okay to grab women by their hair and pull on them and
No one
kick
said
them
that.
out. Excuse me, and just be, take away our rights. That's not cool. And so I'm so happy that Nikki came, to her senses. Stick with us, girl. We on the right side of this. We just got to steady the course. And thank you, Sebastian, for coming over to the east side. We love you.
I'm not on your side. I'm just on the side of what's
right.
right.
Okay, Julius, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts, Julius?
Oh, child, that man just gross, and he just, he need him some holy water.
Mm-hmm.
He need him, he need a nail on some sand or some rice where his knees become ashy. I'm just saying. Because nobody deserves to be inappropriately touched. I seen the video yesterday. I don't care if it's their culture. We all saw that girl froze. Like, really? Like, no. You gross.
Yeah.
Cray. That's it.
Yeah. I don't think, listen, they're not gonna let this go until he resigns, steps down or something. It's a wrap. They're not playing. These women are banding together, and I don't blame her. I do feel like, unfortunately, a lot of professions, the women, females get, I don't know what word to use.
Manhandled.
Oh, well, come on, Felicia. Come on, Felicia. That part right there. I really do feel that way. And it's a shame that you have to figure out the clothes you're going to wear just so that someone doesn't come at you. And sometimes, no matter what you wear, it still triggers them. Right. That part right there, Judge has it still triggers them. It's a mess. But that could be a whole separate conversation in and of itself also. I want to thank y'all for being on this alleged express train with me, okay? The train did shake tonight. The train shook tonight, okay? And literally, if it wasn't express, we would be fighting.
But I have watched a lot of panels, and this is the first time I've had people calling in to people on the panel interrupting. I
mean, we gotta do.
It's fire over here.
The people get triggered.
It's fire over here.
You know what? There is some content creators. I don't know how they do it. I have to figure out where you can call in, but I don't even know if I could do call-ins and the panel people, because honey, we would be here for 2 days straight on one line, but we can't do that. But I may figure something out, something like that. But I do want to say this: Happy Friday, y'all. I appreciate y'all hug a friend. If you can have lunch with somebody this weekend, have lunch with somebody this weekend. Read a good book, or watch,
Exactly.
If you going swimming, go
read a good
swimming.
book, or watch a good Netflix series or something. But have some fun. Live your best life always.
Exactly.
Do what you want to do and treat yourself to something this weekend. And don't even
Please.
have
Treat everybody else good.
And keep
Yes.
your hands to yourself.
Yes, and be good to yourself. Listen, guys. You said I need a timer.
Uh-oh.
Excuse me, Diva. JL has been harassing me. JL has been harassing me. So we're gonna block him.
Have a good weekend.
Love you, Diva. Love y'all. You have a blessed weekend. Bye.